Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and before I start, I just want to ask everyone to please subscribe and like this video. I know a lot of people watched my last video, so I'm gonna talk about a couple things really quick. Let's talk about Bitcoin, and this is how much Bitcoin I have. Whoops, let's not look at that. That's my ledger. I'm trying to look at my BlockFi. Both apps are white, so this is how much I have in my account right now. Bitcoin is sitting at just south of $34,000, 34K. So that's just on my BlockFi, and I have it there just so I can earn interest, and you get paid in Bitcoin. So the interest that you get paid has potential to grow in value also as Bitcoin prices go up. So Apple earnings are coming up pretty soon here. And I also want to talk about Wall Street bets and how crazy that has been. And let's just take a look at GameStop really quick. So GameStop actually broke $144, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. I mean, this is just one big troll, man. It's just I'm not gonna participate. I haven't participated just because, you know, it's just like I don't really want to promote this kind of behavior, even though it's entertaining to watch. And you get a bunch of people with their screenshots, and they'll show you their gains and all that. And it's really interesting to watch, but it's not something I want to participate in. And in all due fairness, I just talk about it for the entertainment purposes. But Wall Street bets is crazy. These guys are crazy, and they'll push the price of GameStop up without any fundamentals, and it's just fucking ridiculous. And their beef with Citron and all that, but BlackBerry also, and then Planeteer. Right? Yeah. So, but going over, looking at the overall market, it's kind of a red day. For a moment there, I think like a lot of the stocks on my watch list were in the negative for today. And it's anywhere from tech to, I think Nike has a problem, but it's anywhere from tech to, it's just the market. It's everything is negative. And so yeah, it's pretty much that. I do want to talk about, I have 5,000, almost $6,000 in PSEC, and it's all margin. So I'm just doing it for the dividend payout. That's the only reason. And yeah, I'm down this much today, and I'll make an update video tomorrow. But considering what the market's doing today, it's not so bad. But yeah, so like so that's pretty much all I was gonna say. I do want to talk about a couple things that I haven't talked about in depth a lot, and I want to talk about Microsoft and how they signed a deal with GM, to make like their own EV, and how this, I think how this is gonna impact Tesla. Tesla's been ahead for quite some time now, and I've always made this comparison, maybe not on my channel, but when I do talk about stocks with other people, um, whether it's like close friends or my family or whatever, um, I've compared Tesla to be the Bitcoin of the stock market in a way, because it's just a lot of hype, and it's just a lot of like expectancy. It's like it's speculation in a way, right? Even though it's in the S&P 500 and all of that, it's still speculation, because their earnings and their margins are really pushed by government tax credits for EVs, incentives and stuff like that. It's not actually like margin, right? But it's not their margins, but if they use it, they like to put it in and inflate their margins with that, which is fine. I mean, they're starting out, but their quality of cars has increased, but it hasn't been as good as it should be. But it is getting better. And now with Ford and Amazon, and with the Rivian, and you got we're talking about Neo, and the whole fiasco with Nickel and GM, and then now Microsoft and GM, and then Apple thinking about making their own EV, and Sony has like a prototype EV that actually hit the road at CES or something like that. And now we're talking about Plug. We're talking about Plug, and we're talking about this hydrogen powered car that was at CES. So shit's crazy, dude. Like, everyone's now embracing Elon and his ideology and stuff, but in the beginning it was like he was the only one, the outlier. He was the one doing it, right? And the rest of the industry could have closed him off and kind of ignored it, right? You talking about big car makers like GM, Ford, Chrysler, whatever, right? They could have just closed it off and not even paid any attention to it. But now it's like they're actually gonna go all in. So this is gonna push Tesla even further, because now they're ahead of the race. They have a head start. So I don't know. I mean, it's a tough situation to be in with all the debt that these automakers actually have. But would it have just been better to shy away from it and stunt the development of EV for their own benefit, or embrace it and accept, and grant Tesla this massive head start advantage that they already have over basically the whole industry? It's like if I'm the only person making, like 0-calorie chips with like a ton of chemicals, and I've been doing it for like 10 years already or whatever, and everyone's like, what the fuck, like that causes cancer. But if instead all the food makers embrace it after 10 years of me doing it, now I have a massive head start. Now they have to figure out how they're going to do it and how they're going to profit and all this stuff. Like, granted, they can just transfer over some things, but do they have their own battery technology? Are they going to sign deals with Panasonic, with anyone else? Like, it's a lot of stuff that Elon already has figured out. And then you got the Cybertruck coming out. You got the Roadster coming out. He's trying to do these, Tesla trucks, like trailer trucks, like transportation trucks. So it's like, how are people even doubting Tesla at this point, right? I don't know. Shit's crazy. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. And also Apple's earnings are coming up, and they went up a bunch and then they took a hit or whatever, and it's whatever. So I'm using like a ton of margin right now, but it's not showing up in my portfolio as it should, because it's not even your money. But I just did this now because I did like 70% of it into PSEC, and then the rest like diluted into Sony, Apple, and then the rest of it in PSEC, right? But it's just like, the best time to invest in the market is now. right? So I would have been investing or finished investing these 7,000 maybe in like October, which is very, very far away. So it's like the best time is now, and I can just pay it off, regardless if it makes or doesn't make me money, right? I don't think there's going to be a big crash anytime soon because of the velocity of money and everything like that. I think a lot of it is tied up into stocks, so it's keeping inflation low. No, stocks and real estate, my bad. Or savings accounts. So it's keeping inflation really low, as opposed to if it was all circulating, right? So right now is a good time to build wealth, and I'm just gonna embrace it. And yeah, I'm just gonna embrace it, and we'll see what happens. And I don't know. I hope this PSEC play turns out to be good. I think I calculated maybe it's like six cents a share, and I have like 908 shares, right? So what is that? Let's see, $4 a month times 12, so it's like $600 a year. So that'll cover my margin cost and my Robinhood Gold cost. So you know, I'm definitely down for that, and then I can just use that to buy more PSEC, and then yeah, so I'll buy more PSEC monthly. That way it turns into like a big roller coaster, right? But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing, and yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. And also want to talk to you guys, just mention quickly before I just hit like a really long video and I don't keep you guys here. Rolls Royce is just down a bunch, and I think they've lost me like basically everything in my portfolio right now that I've lost today is because of Rolls Royce. I don't even want to look at it. It just fucking hurts my eyes. And same thing over here, but BNG and BNGO, just amazing, you know, just amazing. So I might have to buy some of them, more of that later, and just see what happens. So but yeah, guys, so that's about it, and peace.